During the 1920s, Chicago was ruled by the gangster Al Capone. The problem is that the juice that he was selling was illegal. Today, there's a new juice being created in Chicago. Mr. Zaharov, if I may, George, in my opinion, you, sir, are the new gangster of Chicago, but in a good way. If you're new to my channel, I would love you to subscribe. It's all about amazing fragrances, perfumes from all around the world. Today, it's Chicago, USA. Now, also, we have an awesome conversation happening on Instagram. nfc.perfumes is the handle. Love you to go across to that too and follow us there. Now, I came across Zaharov when I was doing a collab with Oligarch, and I'm going to put a link up above so you can have a look at that conversation. In that conversation, we were talking about hidden gems. At that time, it was true. It was definitely a hidden gem when I was exposed to this for the very first time. At this moment in time, Zaharov is blowing up in the US. He's released 4 new fragrances, and from what I've seen, and I've been watching other reviewers, it sounds spectacular. Out here in the colonies, we are waiting for our shipment to arrive. So I cannot wait until these new fragrances hit our shores so I have a chance to experience them. Now, at the end of the video, I will tell you Oligarch are doing something very special for my subscribers, but I'll share that a little bit more in detail. Now, as I mentioned, when I did the hidden gems with Kevin, and he showed me this fragrance took me by surprise, but in a way that I was unsure. I'm like, I don't think this is for me. It has an interesting opening, and it was that opening that threw me off. Now, for me, classically, I like sparkling, citrus, bright openings. This one here meant business from the get-go. For me, it's a spicy lavender as it kicks off. Cardamom, cypress, lavender, pepper, and pear. And there's a slight sweetness because of that pear. In the heart, it goes to fir, pimiento, cedarwood, ginger, iris, and oud. And then finally in the dry down, you're looking at sandalwood, patchouli, myrrh, incense, and amber. By giving this fragrance a chance to evolve, it becomes spectacular. The opening, and this is my opinion, the opening threw me off. And I was like, I don't know. As a male fragrance, now it's a signature pour homme. As a male fragrance, spectacular. The one thing that I love about niche perfumery is, well, there's a few things, but well, I'm gonna share 2 with you. The first one is I do love the way the perfume evolves. And I find that's very distinct to niche perfumery, and it's to do with the oils. So, this fragrance here is a classic for that. Where it starts, where it dries down to in a couple of hours, and where it ends up, 3 different places. I love all 3. I've now discovered I actually enjoy the open. Still has me on my toes. It's sweet, but lavender, but spicy. The second reason that I love niche perfumery, and in fact is actually linked to the first, is that they use essential oils. There was one video that George Zaharov actually did a series of videos in which he is documenting his journey in creating this particular fragrance. Now, let me just say, when I'm watching this, Mr. Zaharov, if you need another cameraman, I am your guy. I will be there. I mean, I was watching this series, and he's traveling the world, and he's looking for these essential oils. Forget about it. That's what I do. He came to Australia, and I want to do a bit of a shout out to an Aussie company here, because Australia is actually leading the way when it comes to ethically and sustainably sourcing or creating sandalwood. The company's called Quintus. I'll put a link down below. They're an awesome company that are really leading the way in this particular area. But the thought that we will have an essential oil like sandalwood in our perfumes for years to come is exciting. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing that can compare with a natural ingredient versus something that is made in a lab. And the exciting thing, and again, I'll put a link down below for George's documentary, George is using Aussie sandalwood. So anyway, I think that's pretty awesome. The business end of this particular fragrance, for me, I love this perfume. As a masculine fragrance, it's an absolute winner. The evolution of that fragrance all the way through is spectacular. I don't know, I think I've mentioned to you before, I always love spraying on my chest. I grab my top and I sort of create my own little Dutch oven, and I just love breathing in the fragrance that this particular perfume creates. My wife loves this perfume. It is a beautiful, strong, masculine fragrance. I did a bit of a test with the men in my family, my children, and they all sprayed it, and I said, go and show your wives and see what their response is. Now, all the girls loved this fragrance. They actually, in actual fact, they actually liked the opening. And then the dry down was also a winner. When it comes to pricing, considering that it has natural oils in there, it is a niche fragrance. In my opinion, this is an awesome, awesome price point. It is very accessible. If you are new to niche perfumery, I would strongly recommend you giving this a try and see what you think of it. Place it on skin, don't put it on card. On card, it's gonna throw you off the scent, whereas on skin, you're gonna actually pick up what the fragrance is designed to do, and that is to evolve. When it comes to longevity, amazing fragrance. On me, it lasts 8 to 9 hours without a problem. So when it comes to its sillage, I'm getting a medium to high, so it does project very, very well. Just know that you can get 10% off from Oligarch. They are the exclusive distributor for Zaharov here in this country. NFC10 is the code. You can go ahead and either do that online or go into store. I would recommend, if you haven't experienced Zaharov, go in, experience it, allow it to evolve on your skin, and see how that fragrance actually performs for you. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Any comments, any new discoveries, please let me know. If you've already had a chance to smell the new Zaharov, I want to know. I'm jealous, I'll be honest with you, very envious. I'll get my chance soon. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next video.